Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is Jump King Tuesday, which means that it's time for the yapathon. I decided to just go ahead and oops. I decided to go ahead and just, like start with the Jump King cuz I'm gonna yap and Jump King anyways, So I was like, why not just get right into it? But hello, everybody. Hopefully your Tuesdays have been going well. My Tuesday was okay, I think. There's been some office politics. And, my boss, my supervisor, she's been like, hey, just so you know, like, there's, some stuff going on upstairs with upper management, and I just wanted you to be aware, just so you're informed when you are, communicating with these people, and when you hear things and, the way certain things are, like, just so you're aware. Damn it, I can't believe I missed that jump. Just so you're aware of how it is. Oh, fuck, I don't remember this jump. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I'm late! I missed all the tea! You did not miss the tea. We literally just started, and I was asking everyone about their Tuesdays. How was your Tuesday, duo? Good morning, time for my tea! It is indeed time for OFFKAI tea. But not before, I ask everyone how their Tuesdays are. I got some work done today. God, can I tell you? My stomach has been... My Wednesday is starting. Tuesday was okay. I'm in the Hong Kongs. Oh, are you in the Hong Kongs for work? So, where to even start? I just have a lot of thoughts and feelings. Stomach pergolancer? No, definitely not pergolante. God, why am I missing that jump so bad? Not pergolante. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. But, I mean, duo, I have been talking to men, but I feel like maybe I've just been out of the game too long, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, am I even flirting right? Like, do I, like, sometimes they don't message me back, and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. I saw on Twitter that someone found out they were preggers at OFFKAI. Well, then they'll have a baby by the time OFFKAI rolls around, I'm sure. Because the next OFFKAI is in 9 months, exciting for people, I guess. But yeah, are they Gen Z or millennial? What do you mean? The people that I'm messaging? I mean, well, I'm 80, so I'm looking for the boys. How old is Gen Z? And how old are millennials? I don't actually know. I only know how old boomers are. Like, totally serious question. But, maybe, okay, because, like, so how do I feel like we should start before OFFKAI, because that's when 14 to 29-year-olds. Oh, okay. So one is Gen Z and one is millennial. I think. So millennial is 30 to what? Like 40 something? 45? Based on that age gap, the time age range that you just gave? Because I assume millennials are after Gen Z or older than Gen Z. God, motherfucking... Why can't I get that jump? 30 to 45. Okay. Yeah, one is Gen Z, one is millennial. How do I even, like, tell this story? So, shit. Because of Hannah Montana, I've been connecting with other 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough. I've been connecting with other like people who do similar things. Before you go further, is there kissing? I need to know if I have to sit down for this. No, it was all online. We're all just yapping online. Motherfucker. Okay. Well, I will try my best here. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's been too long since I played this, so obviously. Oh shit. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, my blood pressure will remain at resting then. Yeah, everything has just been online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need you guys, I need like a sounding board. You guys are like my relationship like therapists. I don't know how to date. I've been out of the game way too long. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to crowdsource my sanity. But okay, no, okay. So like, I've met disconnected. What the heck? Come on. I met them through the Hannah Montana thing I'm doing, and you know, it's chill. Like, we're talking on Discord, right? And like, they're really sweet. And it's like, you know, messages back and forth. And then I went to OFFKAI and I was like, okay, like I probably won't be able to talk to you as much at OFFKAI because like I want to be busy with my friends. Makes sense, right? We found time to still like call each other and talk to each other. So that was a lie. And then the other thing was, like, at your advanced age, you gotta figure out what you want from these 14 to 45-year-olds. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, 14 is way too young. Like, at least, like 25 and up, dude. Good luck. Thanks, Val. Welcome in. But 19 to 45. Okay. No, 25 to 45. Thank you. At least that old, please. I don't want to be a cradle robber. Shit. Fuck. That's fine. 1, 2. 1, 2. But yeah, so I've been talking to these guys, and I've mainly been talking to the guy that's Gen Z. So he's like a lot younger than me. But like, you know, we have good banter and it's funny. And because it's, you know, Hannah Montana stuff, it's also a little bit, you know, like on the edge of spicy because we're like testing the waters with each other. And like pushing the envelope sometimes, but nothing like obscene or lewd, right? So like that's the kind of conversation. And then I go off to OFFKAI. Okay, let's talk about OFFKAI. So OFFKAI, so now you know, like, okay, I was messaging some dudes and I was messaging one guy in specific. Does he have abs? I need to listen to this content. I don't know if he has abs. I know that he works out. I know that he is 6'2", has curly hair, has brown eyes, but I've never seen a picture of him. Noise filter is off. Oh, let me turn that on. So you can get smooth Hermes. Thank you, Holly. Holy tall. Yeah, really tall. And he calls me a fucking, like, shorty every time, and I'm like, fuck you. But I go off to OFFKAI, right? And he's really sweet. I think he's the kind of guy who, like, every day he'd be like, oh, you know, like, make sure you're eating, make sure you're staying hydrated, and was really, like, interested in, like, staying up to date on my performance for OFFKAI. And, you know, like, he was like, oh, you know, I really wish I could see you perform, blah, blah, blah. So I drive to OFFKAI, and, like, already it's like, because I can't eat, like, I was so nervous, you guys, for my performance. I had like the hardest time trying to like eat meals because it would like fuck up my stomach, and my stomach was already not great because I was so nervous for our minuet performance. Is Princess Roska at the top? We are not, but hello Bella, welcome in. How are you? So OFFKAI happens, right? Let's talk about OFFKAI. So Thursday is when I drove up to OFFKAI, and in my car was Estrella on the way up. Wait, maybe we should talk about before OFFKAI. So a week before OFFKAI, then not worth playing? Sorry. That is your choice to, you know, your choice to make. Maybe perhaps one day someone will make a map with a Princess Roska at the top, but that day is not today. But how are you? Welcome in, Bella. Let's talk a little bit about before OFFKAI when my friends came into town. Because I had Meister and Estrella and Autumn come into town, and on Saturday I took them to Midnight Beach. Not quite Midnight Beach, 1045 Beach. I think I was saying this yesterday on Cap's stream when we were playing 14. But yeah, not quite Midnight Beach, but it was still a very fun time. I just wanted to do that so everyone was kind of on the same schedule, so that they could kind of counteract the jet lag. Because, you know, the best way to get onto a time zone is to make sure you're eating at the right time and then going to bed at the right time. So we basically forced Autumn to like stay awake as long as she could, until it was like the proper time to go to sleep. And so that was Saturday. And then Sunday, Autumn wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory. So I decided to, you know, like, we all took Autumn to an outdoor mall. And Pat came down to meet up with Autumn because, you know, I met Autumn through Pat and Tiny, actually. So Autumn got to hang out with Pat for a little bit as well. That was fun. We all had Cheesecake Factory together. I met Hiki, who you guys maybe saw yesterday in chat. Hiki is like an audio engineer, kind of local-ish to me and Yam. And so, you know, he came to the mall as well. And yeah, we had a great time hanging out, going to the Cheesecake Factory. That was also the morning that I did the karaoke relay with Yam before we went to the mall. And then we stayed at the mall until late, because we walked around the outdoor mall. It was an experience for sure. Cheesecake Factory with an incredibly, oh my god, what was Riley, our waiter's name? Yes, our waiter was incredibly attractive. I was sitting next to Estrella in the entire time. As soon as we saw our waiter, I turned to Estrella. Estrella turned to me. Also, so funny that like me and Estrella, although like our ages are so different, we get along so well. She's kind of like my freak nasty friend. But like, You'll never know the full extent of it, because I can't tell you guys how freak nasty I am, and I will never tell you guys how freak nasty Estrella is. It's just very funny. But yeah, like, we turned to each other, we were like, oh my god, our server is so hot. And we had a good laugh. Is that her? Is she really back? Welcome in, John. How are you? I mean, I think we got the gist. Yeah, so... Hi, Sho. Welcome in. Hello, Hiki. Yes, thank you for reminding me about our incredibly attractive waiter. Yes, Autumn! I love you, Autumn. How are you? I hope you are safe back in Singapore. I miss you. But then on Monday, we went to Disneyland. So Monday was Disneyland. We were out until like midnight. So sorry to Yem and Yo, basically having to stay up to like accommodate us. Actually, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Having to accommodate us. Oh my gosh, Chrono, thank you for the resubscribe! 53 months! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, 53 months in a row at tier 3. Thank you, Chrono. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Midnight, you Utes! Yeah, we were out late at the D-Land. Shit, it's fine. 2, 3, 4. So went to Disneyland. I bought a very cute like Belle baseball jersey. I got to meet my favorite Disney princess, Belle. And I was turning to my friend who I had met over the weekend, Miso, and I was like, she's, you know, I just want a picture. She's probably not going to talk to me because I'm not a baby, right? Like, usually the Disney, I feel like they usually just interact with the babies, and then for adults, it's like, oh, just take a picture and go. But she actually, like, sat with me for a while, and we talked about, you know, like, oh, because I was like, oh, hi, Belle, you're, like, my favorite princess. Could I take a picture with you? And she was like, oh, you know, and she was like, do you like books? And then we, like, sat down and we talked a little bit about, like, oh, what kind of books do I like? And she was so sweet. I love her so much. Truly, the actors at Disneyland are, like, so good at their jobs. Reply to my DM? Which DM? What? Did you DM me? I was not aware. Did you DM me before OFFKAI or during OFFKAI? Legitimately? Oh. I was... Let me see. I mean, I think that's fine. Like, what you have? I think that's fine. Please don't call it D-Land. There are kids there. I clipped your merch on my mic shock mount. Aw, thank you, John. I hope you enjoy the mini princess. Thank you so much for purchasing and supporting me. Sorry I didn't respond. Literally, your message got pushed all the way down my DMs list because of OFFKAI weekend. So apologies. But yeah, Belle was super sweet. She like spent a lot of time talking to me, and then we took pictures, and you know, she didn't have her handler with her yet, so I think they weren't like rushing her from person to person. And I thought that was just the sweetest thing ever. She really gave me like the time of day, and I was just like, even if I'm 80 years old, the face actors at Disneyland can still make me feel like I'm literally 10 years old and meeting my favorite princess in the flesh. I'm in office tomorrow to print. Gotcha. No, I do not hate you. I literally have just had the craziest week. You don't understand. I wish I could like convey to you guys how crazy my week was, because I'm gonna have to filter myself when I tell you guys about my week. There are things about people that I cannot reveal. It's just the matter of like, you know, I want to protect these people's privacies. But yeah. So, okay. So, Disneyland, and then on Tuesday I went to work. I was in the office, I went to work, and then on Wednesday I took work off and basically spent the day kind of packing. What did we do for the group? I think I took everyone to like Costco, and we had like a Costco lunch. Went around kind of buying maybe like any extras that we needed, and then we spent the day making buttons, like minuet buttons, because that's the last kind of like thing I needed to do before I packed for the weekend. Because we had everything else. We had like the ribbons, and you know, we had the programs. Yam was bringing those things, so it was just the buttons that we were missing, and I was gonna make them. So we printed them out with my printer, and Autumn and Estrella helped me cut out the paper for the buttons, and then we used the machine that Han lent me and made buttons. Hi, son. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hopefully you have been good. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs yesterday. I really appreciate it. Truly. So that was Wednesday. And then Thursday, I woke up super early. I think me and Estrella woke up at like 6 a.m. Maybe 6:30. We loaded the car, got everything in the car, and then we had to stop by Yams to pick something up, drop something off. I can't quite recall, but we did have one stop, and then I was just like, well, if no one else is awake, because Leo, so Yam's boyfriend Leo also drove. We took 2 cars because we had all of our instruments and luggage, and we had 6 people. So we were like, well, we need 2 cars anyway. So Leo also took 1 car up, and he borrowed his uncle's like SUV. So we had plenty of space to go around, but nobody else was up at the other house. So me and Estrella were like, well, we're just gonna head out early to drive up to NorCal, right? That was fine. Americaya, it's true. Hoi, hello, Inside Outski. So me and Estrella, the 2 of us, oh my god, it was such a fun time. Like, honestly, we were just yapping and singing along to the songs in my car. And I had such a fun time with Estrella. She's so funny, you guys. I love her. But yeah, so we got to the hotel, and luckily, before I came, I had edited one of the reservations with Lavi's information, because Lavi was in the boys' room. And I hadn't seen Lavi in so long, but he was able to check in no problem for the boys' room, which meant, like, when he announced that, I was just like, oh, so that means we definitely can go early, because they said like check-in was at like 3 or 4 p.m. But Lavi got there at like 1, maybe noon or 1, and he was like, well, they let me check into the room. So I was like, oh, fantastic, great. So we won't have a problem arriving early to, you know, check into the girls' room. So I do all of that. I put my card down because I was the one responsible for both the reservations for the booking. So I was like, okay, so this is my name. I have these 2 rooms. Can you please put it on this credit card? Maybe there was a different credit card that was, you know, handed over when the boys' room was being checked into. But, you know, please don't use that credit card. Use this one. Princess's playlist in the car was fascinating. It was my brother's playlist. It's a rock playlist. I love it so much. And everyone was subjected to it all weekend. 1, 2. So sorry for that. Apologies to everyone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No! Shit. I overcompensated. So that was Thursday, and then we got to OFFKAI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I wanted to rest because I had driven like 6 hours, and Estrella was like, okay, I'm gonna go pick up my badge. And the line for badge pickup, you guys, for general admission was so long, and I was like, I don't want to battle that line right now. But I was just like, I know as panelists, we do have a different line, but I was just like, if it's going to be the same as general admin, I was just like, I do not want to brave it right now. I will do it later because the lines close at midnight. So I was like, it's fine. I will just get it later on in the evening. Right now, what I need to like do is rest. And then when Leo and Yam arrive with the other car, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When Yam and Leo arrive with the other car, we need to go to Costco. Fuck, shit. We need to go to Costco because we wanted to get drinks. Well, I wanted to get drinks. And Yam and Leo wanted to get food for the weekend. Dayo! Happy 12 months, princess, and my pupper friend Hermes. Thank you. Welcome in, Dayo. How are you? Look at him. He heard his name and he was happy. Baby. Hello, baby. Yes, baby boy. But yeah, like we needed to like hurry because it was like getting close to like 6. Like everyone was like doing separate things, and there was just a whole bunch of shit going on, and everyone was taking their sweet ass time. And I was like, hey guys, like Costco closes at 8:30, and I know we all want to like rest and relax and, you know, like do other things for the con, like pick up badges and stuff. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I really think we need to go. You know, like we don't have that much time. Costco closes, and I really don't want to go to Costco tomorrow. So please, let's just like make it a point to get to Costco like right now. You know. So we get to Costco, and while we are on our way to Costco, Leo gets a call from his uncle. And his uncle is like, hey, I don't have the house key. So Leo lives with his parents, and there's like basically 3 keys to that house currently, right? His parents are not like in America. So it was Leo, and Yam has a key, her spare key, because she's dating Leo, right? His uncle has a key, but nobody else has a key. And his uncle decided to not check that he had a key to the house before lending Leo and Yam his SUV, which they drove up to NorCal. Which, you know, typically would not be a problem. But Leo has a cat named Aki, and he did have an automatic feeder going, but Leo was really worried about water for his cat for the weekend because we were going to be gone for basically 5 days. And, you know, like, obviously I could tell he was freaking out, missed several turns to get into the Costco. You know, there was a whole mess happening. And I was just like, well, you know, there's really nothing that we can do right now at this very moment. Let's just get Costco done, and then we can go into problem-solving mode after we get back, you know? So I know Leo's obviously worried about his cat. We're trying to, like, get the Costco trip done quickly so he can call his uncle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I loved meeting Hermes. I know, he's such a good boy. I am fully convinced that my boy is an angel. Literally everyone who meets him, you guys, loves him so much. And like sing him praises, like he's so well behaved. He's such a good dog. So truly, I lucked out. I have an incredible dog. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No! Shit. But yeah, I have an incredible dog. He is amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's your weekend in Jump King? I am talking about OFFKAI right now. So we're doing a recap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get back and, you know, have all the alki, and we have all the snacks and the food and whatever else. Fine, whatever, right? Yam and Leo go to like figure it out. I don't remember if I went to go get dinner. I don't remember if I was just like, you know, trying to like meet up with people. 1, 2. But I do remember like getting back to the hotel room at like 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I remember like Yam being kind of stressed out, right? And like she is usually not that, like, she's usually not awake at 11. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Yam goes to bed super early and she wakes up super early. So I was like, hey, like, is everything okay? Are you fine? Like, how did you guys figure out like the cat thing with Aki? And turns out, you know, they still hadn't figured it out because 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They hadn't figured it out because 1, 2. 1, 2. Leo's uncle technically does not live at that house. So on his driver's license, the address does not show that house address. So, of course, hiring locksmith to come unlock the door is kind of sketch when it's like, well, your driver's license doesn't have you at this address. Like, whose house am I unlocking, you know? And his uncle doesn't speak English very well either. So it's kind of like, you know, we're trying to figure this out. There's no keys down in SoCal. No one can go check on the cat. You know, Leo is really worried for his pet. And I'm like also trying to do damage control because I'm like, okay, well, Leo wanted to drive all the way back down to SoCal to deliver the key and then drive back up to San Jose. And I was like, that's a 12-hour round trip, like, drive. There's legitimately, like, no way. Like, do not make him do that. Do not tell him, try not to get him to do that because that's insane. Shit. I don't understand that jump. I don't understand that jump. How do I make that jump? How did I do it before? No! 1, 2. 1, 2. But yeah, so insane. And then I was like, what if someone is free to meet up like halfway because there's like an in and out right in the middle between NorCal and SoCal. So maybe, you know, he can drive 3 hours out to that in and out. 1, 2, and then drive someone else meet him at that in and out, and you know, then drop the key off. 1, 2, 1, 2. And like his uncle had work, and everyone, you know, in their church group, I think, had work and couldn't figure that out. And they were like, maybe we can get like the 8-year-old neighbor who's like a dancer to contort herself into fitting through one of the bathroom windows that's really small. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there were no doors and no windows that were open except for that one bathroom window, right? And it was like, okay, so I mean, like, we can't figure that out until tomorrow anyway. So then, you know, Yam was like, well, we did try to go to FedEx to see if we could like overnight the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Nope. It's just a 1, 2. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a Mission Impossible event, truly. And like, I get it, right? Like, I would be just as freaked out if this was Hermes trapped behind a locked door that nobody had a key to. Especially if I thought someone did have a key, but turns out the key was driven up with me and I was basically unreachable, right? So I'm, you know, stressed out, and then we decide to go. We, as in me, Estrella, and Jam, are like, okay, well, nothing we can do now. Like, let's just drink. So we decide to go to ParkCon across the street from the convention center. Like, if you guys don't know, it's the same convention center as Fanime, and like, there's always something happening at the park across the street from that convention center. It's where everyone gathers, right? So there was ParkCon. We gathered there. There was karaoke. Estrella put in a song. She sang. It was great. And I got to drink there. I also smoked a little bit. You know, I only smoke around friends. Don't judge me. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So that was fun. And then I make sure Estrella and Jam get back to our hotel room because we were rooming together. So I made sure the girls got back to the hotel room, and I just had so much energy to burn because I drove all the way up, and then like after Costco had to deal with like, because I called Pat, I even called Chrono, and I was like, hey, I need help. Like, this isn't even my problem, but I was calling some friends to see if maybe I could help the situation. They, you know, made some suggestions, which I was very grateful for. We brainstormed a little bit, but it ended up not using any of those suggestions. Great, fine. But I did, you know, try to call in a few favors, even though it wasn't like a me problem. Because, you know, like, I felt for Leo and the situation he was put in. And Yam was obviously stressed out too because her boyfriend was stressed out. So after that, like, I think my body was still in just like this like fight or flight mode, so I couldn't rest. So after I put Jam and Estrella to bed, I went back downstairs and I literally just paced around like the convention block. Like, I walked in front of the convention center, crossed the street, walked again past the convention center, crossed the street, walked in front of the convention center. I just went on this really big loop until like 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay, and then now here we come back to Gen Z guy, right? And I was texting him, and like we were I think like eventually we called. I don't remember, but I was texting him, and he was like kind of keeping me company and also helping me with like, you know, oh, we did call because I was like telling him about the whole cat situation, and it wasn't until like 5 or 6 where I was like, okay, like I finally think I have burned enough energy. I'm gonna go to bed. So I go to bed, but then I have to wake up at like 9 because every day, like Friday, Saturday, before the performance, I had rehearsal. We had rehearsal at 10 a.m. every morning. And so I went to bed super late, crawled into, you know, my hotel room and slept for like 3 hours. And then we had rehearsal. I showered, and then got ready to see everyone for rehearsals. We rehearsed, and then I sent our rehearsal bits to Gen Z guy. Like we were talking all weekend, you guys. You don't understand. We were talking all weekend. It was really sweet, and like I sent him some outfit pics that I sent to Twitter as well. And he's like, "Oh, you're so cute. You're so pretty." And I was like, "Oh, this feels really nice to have someone call me cute and pretty." So easy. But so Friday rolls around, we finish rehearsal, and then I decide to, you know, get ready for the convention. It's true though, I really don't think so, but maybe enough people believe that I am, so I maybe should be a little bit more confident in myself. But you know, currently am not very confident in that. I will try my best though. I mean that you like being called that, and so do I. Oh yes, totally. But yeah, so I went to the con, looked at Artist Alley for a little bit, kind of saw the industry booths, but that was about it because right after I had a friend call me because something crazy happened to her. But the other thing too. But like something crazy happened to her. She was with a friend, and like another friend punched her in the arm, literally assaulted her. And so I was just like, "Oh my god, where are you? Like, let me come find you." And so we sat together, and she told me about, you know, everything that went on. And I was just like, "Oh my god, like, do you want to report that guy to convention staff?" And she was like, "No, I don't want to, because I'm scared that he'll get more angry at me because I'm the reason, you know, that he's banned from the convention center." I'm like, that's not, you know, like, that's not something you should worry about. That's something that, you know, he should have maybe managed his reaction better. You are an adult. He is an adult. You are not responsible for his, you know, like, actions and his, what is it? You're not responsible for how he decides to respond to things. Like, that's on him. But she was just very insistent that she was just like, "No, like, I really don't." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." But I was fucking pissed because, like, the other thing was she was with another friend. Initially, she was with a friend, and that other friend who assaulted her came up and punched her in the arm, right? And so I was just like, flabbergasted, honestly. Like, why are men useless? Sorry, I know not all men, but I'm just saying, why are men useless? Because if I was there, I legitimately would have stepped up and would be like, "Do that, fucking do that again. Do that again, dude. Like, fucking punch her again." And I would just get up in his face and he'd punch me instead, maybe, and then I'd be like, "Security, this man right here." But no, like, her friend later apologized and was like, "Hey, so, like, that was crazy. I'm sorry I didn't step in." And I was like, what a fucking asshole. Like, I get it. Like, maybe you're scared of getting punched, but, like, what? You're seeing, like, a fucking tiny-ass girl getting punched and getting, like, fucking bad-mouthed and bad words, like, shouted in her face. Why didn't you step in? You know, why did you just stand there? What a fucking man, dude. Evening, hello, Aquas and peeps. I was going to say I'd be afraid, but I'm pretty sure I don't do the things that would make someone come up to me like that to begin with. I mean, it wasn't truly, like, because for me, I'm like, whatever people do in like private, that's their own business, right? You're responsible for managing your own reactions to your relationships with people. And if people aren't promising you certain things, like don't make up this delusional like story in your head about your relationship. Like no one owes you anything. But he felt like he was owed some sort of like, you know, treatment from her. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like, you're not. You were always honest about what that was. And so I think you can understand what I'm trying to get at, right? Like, but yeah, so it was like absolutely insane. And so I was just like comforting her most of the day. And then Friday night rolled around, and then I had 2 panels that I attended that were really interesting for me. And then after that, I found some friends and we hung out. We again went to ParkCon, drank, smoked cigarettes, was great. And then I called Gen Z guy again. And I told him about the other crazy thing that happened to me this weekend. And it wasn't even things that happened to me. It was things that happened to the people around me. And he was like, that's absolutely insane. You know, and, you know, he was like, yeah, I have sisters, so I can't believe that he wouldn't, like, the guy with her wouldn't, like, stand up to the other guy. Crazy. But, yeah, so that happened. We called. I, again, stayed up till 5 or 6 in the morning talking to this guy, walking outside around the dude, guys, I walked so much, like past 2 or 3 a.m. after I like put everyone to bed and made sure everyone was like in bed in their hotel rooms. I would go downstairs again and then I would proceed to walk. I walked so much. And I just like talked to this guy, right? So I talked to him and I was just like, okay, like blah, blah, blah. Here's what happened today. It was crazy. Oh, I also went to this panel. Like, let me tell you about this panel. So that was fun. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I woke up the next day and, you know, like was texting Gen Z guy. We need like a code name. What's a good code name for Gen Z guy? What do you guys think? Can we think of a code name so I can stop saying Gen Z guy? Zed for Z. Zed is such a strange name though. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I don't know. Zach. I like Zach. Let's do Zach. Okay, so Zach. Okay, so I talked to Zach during rehearsal, but like before rehearsal, so it was like maybe 9:30. I was getting ready, I was showering, I was texting him, and I was just like, oh, like I really want a coffee because like at this point I'm literally 2 days in with like 4 hours of rest each night, right? Not even like maybe a grand total of 8 hours of sleep between like Saturday or Friday, Saturday, maybe Thursday as well. I can't remember how much I slept. Not that much. And he knows as well because I was talking to him the entire time, like late into the night. He knew when I went to bed. I should have figured out what name has the highest correlation with Gen Z guys, like Aiden or something. That's so funny. But yeah, so I was telling him, I was like, oh man, I really wish I had a coffee, but like one, I don't want to run down to get coffee because I don't know where the nearest coffee shop is. The other thing is I don't want to pay for delivery because that's expensive. And he was just like, well, because like the entire weekend he was like, oh, like I wish you would tell me which hotel you were staying at so I could like, you know, send you food or whatever. Because I was telling him like I literally can't eat anything. Like my stomach fucking like terrible because of the performance that's gonna happen on Saturday. I literally can't stomach food. I really didn't want to eat anything, and I was like eating little bits and pieces of food but not like entire food, and I was eating leftovers a lot of the time as well. So it just was not good, right? So I told him this, and then he was like, oh, just, you know, like I can get you coffee. And so really sweet, he door dashed me or Uber Eats me, I don't remember. I mean, I can check, but one of the food delivery apps, he gets me a Starbucks coffee. Super sweet of him. And it's funny because I only knew him through the Hannah Montana thing. So then I found out what his name was. So now I know his real name. And you know, I was really surprised that he just bought me coffee, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then we broke for end of rehearsal to grab lunch. I went to lunch with Enva and Meister and Enva's partner. We went to go get Campus Burger. It was like a really cheap burger place close to like San Jose State University. It was decent. Like, it was, you know, $2 hamburgers, and it was really decent for how cheap it was. And the amount of fries that they gave you was insane. Very large amount of French fries. Like, the cup was overflowing, honestly. And then after that, we went back to the hotel room to kind of figure out logistics, because we needed to move all of our music stands, our instruments over to Spotlight Stage where we were performing. So people were kind of like taking their time to get lunch and gathering around. So I was just like, okay, so let's figure out like how many hands we can get to like help us carry our stuff. And then people came to help us with the instruments and the music stands and all the gear that we needed, because we also had a keyboard, right? And then found out that our performance was slightly delayed because the group before us was running late. 1, 2, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the group before us was running slightly delayed, so our kind of like sound check and setup was also delayed by like an hour. But eventually, we got all set up, and oh my god, Hiki, truly MVP. He wasn't part of the original, like, people who were meant to, like, help set up, but he worked as an audio engineer for, like, live sessions and stuff. And so Hiki is super aware of, like, all of the lights settings and, like, sound stuff, and so he helped us a lot with figuring that out. And like, the OFFKAI staff had a lot of questions, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. And Hiki stepped in. It was great. Honestly, truly MVP. It was really sad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because Meister was under the impression, and so were we, were under the impression that he could help out with live mixing. But it turns out, like, the people that they had there were actually, like, super good at their job, and really there was nothing for Meister to do. So he did contribute, like, backing tracks for some of the songs, but he didn't get to participate in the Minuet performance as much as we had hoped, which was really sad. But he still got to come up and introduce himself and say a few words, and it made me really, really happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That he was still, you know, included. So that was Saturday's performance, and then we all went to get pho. As a thank you for the hours and hours that people, you know, spent with practice and, you know, helping out with like setup and coming to our concert. I treated people out to pho. That was like my one big expense for the weekend, was I bought everyone dinner that night. And then we all went to round 1, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed going to round 1 and karaokeing. Oh my gosh, friends also made it out to my performance. So unexpectedly, Ray Star, and Shino, I had no idea was in town, but Shino came, Ray was there. Fossil Bear made it out to see me as well, and so did Koi, just a koi fish. And oh my gosh, you guys, when I was emceeing, because as you guys know, Minuet, the name Minuet has the Japanese character for friends or friendship in the name, and truly the mission statement for Minuet is to collaborate on music projects with friends that we love and adore, who are also very highly talented musicians in their own right? And to be able to share our first stage, like our first live stage, with so many friends, we are honestly so blessed. And to have so many friends come support us and, you know, watch our performance, and I teared up, you know, as we were saying our thank yous and as we were saying goodbye. And I teared up again when I saw on the sidelines who exactly came to see me. Shino even bought me flowers as, you know, like a little like post-concert gift, and I just thought that was the sweetest thing, and it was so fun. And then we all went to karaoke together that evening. And then we got back from karaoke and we did ParkCon again. Literally, it was ParkCon every night after the main event because there was just so many people gathering at the park after hours. It was just a nice place to kind of like chill and drink, you know, and smoke. Because we couldn't drink in our rooms because Yam goes to bed early and Leo goes to bed at midnight, and you know, Leo was there to support Yam. We didn't want to bother them. And Yam was already like, you know, bad condition all weekend, so we wanted to make sure she got as much rest as possible in the hotel room. But that meant that we couldn't use our hotel rooms for drinking. So we would have to like bring our drinks downstairs or whatever. Fine. And then Sunday rolled around. I think I just slept all of Sunday. I thought about going to the convention, and I did for a brief moment. Like, I got ready and I went I got to see Emily actually, because I was telling Emily, I was like, oh, thank you so much for the Trader Joe's bag last year. I bought you a little Chiikawa plushie, and I got to meet Emily. Hello, welcome in, Quincy. I got to meet Emily, give her the Chiikawa plushie, and she got to try some of my macarons again. Oh my god, this entire weekend too, I was like handing out macarons because I had baked some like the previous week for everybody. And she got to try my macarons, and then I went back to the hotel room, and then I slept for the rest of the day. And then Sunday night for dinner, what did I even do? God, I don't remember. Oh, I went to Hot Pot with Lavi and Jemmy and Jam and her brothers. Oh god. Who else was there? I think that was it. But yeah, we had like a super fun time. Oh, Sky was there as well. Oh my god, he's so cool. But yeah, we had a fun time. We had Hot Pot and we had boba, and I was like so tired out from basically like holding everything together all weekend. I texted the group and I was like, I really want Hot Pot, but can someone else please figure out the plans? I'm exhausted. Like, I've been running triage all weekend and I've been taking care of everything all weekend. Please, somebody else figure out the plans for Hot Pot. I will go, you know? So Lavi figured it out. We all got like an Uber to the Hot Pot place, and then we walked over to the boba place next door, and then we Ubered back. It was great. It was an incredible night. Drank some more, and then Monday morning was, you know, driving back to... Oops. Oh. What? Okay. Monday morning was driving back to San Jose, or driving back to SoCal. Hot Pot. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I did see people that I didn't necessarily want to see on the last night, like on Sunday night when we were coming back from Hot Pot. I did see people that I did not want to see. But I only saw them for a brief amount of time, and I was like, okay, bye. And I tried to scoot away as fast as possible. But, you know, all is well. Oh my gosh, and I also met Mero when I was going around Artist Alley. I think Mero recognized my voice because she was like, Princess? And I was like, oh, do you know me? And I didn't know who it was because she was sitting behind like the Artist Alley table. She was helping out an artist friend. Way to gloss over meeting me? Oh, I didn't meet you, did I? Sorry. But yeah, so she was like, Princess Rosca? And I was like, oh yeah, that's do I know you? Like, how do you know me? Because I'm like a fucking nobody VTuber, you know what I mean? So we connected for a very brief moment at Moyashi's Artist Alley table. I got to meet a few more artists, and get their business cards and ask them about if they take commissions, because I'm doing holiday postcards and, you know, all that other jazz. So that was cool. So I did go to the artist alley for what I needed to, which was trying to find more artists for holiday Christmas card commissions was the main goal. Just a gag with talking about people you didn't want to see. Oh, I see. No, I would of course not say that about meeting you. It was people that I truly did not want to see, from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, so that was such a fun weekend. And then I drove back with Meister and Autumn, and we stopped by like the fruit farm stands and stuff, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I drive past all the time and I never stop to get fruits. And so this time I stopped to get like a bag of cherries, and that was nice. It was delicious, very yummy. Shit. What am I supposed to do here? Will a full jump work? No. Okay, I don't know how to save that jump then. I left my jerky in your car. I saw it this morning and I ate it. I'm sorry. You can't eat it anymore, so I ate it. There are actually enemies. Yeah, there are, you know, VTuber. I wouldn't say like enemies, but you know, like just people that I have a high distaste for. It's not like I was going to. Yeah. Thanks for the snack today, Autumn. I was slightly concerned because it's been in my car since Saturday and I didn't notice it, but I was just like, if I die, I die. This morning when I was eating it, it was fine. But yeah, overall, a very fun week. And then Autumn stayed with me an extra week, and I took her to get Hawaiian barbecue. We also did Sonic Drive-In. Autumn was so enamored by the idea of not driving through a place, but driving in to eat in your car. So that was real fun. Autumn took out the jerky and Princess ate it. It's true, it's after OFFKAI. But yeah, so Autumn stayed an extra week, and this entire time, right, I was messaging Mr. Zach, and you know, like our messages, like he fixed his sleep schedule, so it was harder to message him and talk to him, but we still managed to talk, right? And then, oh my gosh, and then this Sunday, so this entire time I've been messaging Zach, and it's been like, Mr. Zach, yeah, Mr. Zach, you know who I'm talking about. I talked about him, Autumn, when you were here. But yeah, so we decided today in chat that his name would be Zach. But yeah, so we've been messaging like pretty frequently, right? And then on Sunday, I was just like, oh, you know, like, you know, my friend is finally not here, and you know, I have the evening free after I eat dinner with my best friend. You know, do you want to finally spend some time, watch The Good Place together? Because I know we haven't had time to do that, and just chat. And he was like, yeah. And like, okay, so let's talk more about Zach. He's really sweet. He seems super responsive to text, and I get the impression that, like, I don't know, he seems genuine, but like, again, 1, 2, 3, like I'm 1, 2, 3. I don't know this person, right? Like I haven't met them in real life. I don't know how they really are. This is just all the like vibes that I'm getting from talking to him online. So maybe he's a really good liar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ronnie Crazy, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Princess. I am a variety VTuber here on Twitch, and today we are playing some Jump King. And ooh, yes, Mr. Hermes, a treat for the raid. A treat from Ronnie Crazy. Thank you for the raid. My dog thanks you for it. Take it. Good boy. And another raid from the Noble. Welcome in, raiders. Jump King, where it all began. It's true. Jump King is truly like a game of all time, and I love it so much. Another treat for Mr. or Mrs. Fresh Witch Gladiator. Treat for you, Hermes. From them. Take it. Good boy. Welcome in Adam Babs. Hello, Fresh Witch Gladiator. Hello, Yorin the Moron. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Isn't it the noble one? Oh, you're right. I'm stupid. Thank you. It was let me give Hermes another treat from the noble one, cuz my brain is still on Zach. Treat for you, Hermes, from the noble one. Take it. He doesn't trust me. Ronnie said you're rad, so we ended up here. Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm kind of dumb. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. But welcome in, Raiders. My name is Princess. I am a variety VTuber here on Twitch. And today we are playing Jump King, which is my favorite game of all time. We're also recapping my OFFKAI, which I've already kind of done. But your bot made the same mistake. It was because I'm typing in. It's not my bot. I'm actually typing everything in. I just finished recapping OFFKAI, and now I'm talking about my mans that I'm, having a conversation with. And if I'm crazy or not, because I need people to tell me if I'm crazy. Noble and I have been doing co-op streams as of late, and we wanted to show some love. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing me all the love. My controller does not want to connect to my computer right now. This is great. What happened to my controller? We are all crazy in some ways. Yes, but I need chat to tell me how crazy I'm being. Because I feel like I'm being kind of crazy because, I don't message men a lot. And perhaps I'm being slightly like Delulu. I'm definitely crazy. I don't know what's going on, but you're the right amount of crazy, I feel. It's a good amount. Okay, so I've been messaging Zach for the past month, right? Name changed. This is not his real name at all. Because I know his real name because he doxed himself when he ordered me coffee at OFFKAI. But he's really sweet. We've been messaging back and forth for a month. And we call sometimes, we send voice messages, all that stuff on Discord, right? I can give you a copy of the Smart Girl's Guide to Privacy. And here's the thing, I don't know him. And I'm very aware of this fact that I don't know this man, right? He's a complete stranger to me. But he's very kind and sweet when we talk, and I get the feeling that he's being genuine with me when we're having conversations, right? Okay, sounds fairly non-crazy so far. Okay, right? And I know him through... Okay, now this part is going to sound crazy because I gave this context earlier at the beginning of stream, but you guys have no idea what this means. I have been kind of experimenting, and I've been leading a double life as Hannah Montana in another space of content, right? Which I do not want to reveal to chat. I will not tell you guys what my Hannah Montana is, but I met, Zach through this Hannah Montana persona. And we're chatting, and it's fun, it's flirty, right? And he's super sweet, and he calls me things like baby girl, pretty girl, smart girl. And I'm just oh, I'm so enamored by that. And it's so sweet, right? And I'm just oh, okay. I guess I like it when men call me these things. And we talk often enough where I think, honestly, if there was something up, he would tell me. But, and also, he has a login that's separate for this specific persona because he also does not want to, connect his IRL stuff with this persona. So he will log into a separate Discord account, which that's the Discord, the persona Discord account is the one that I am chatting with, right? So we talk, and he's generally pretty good about responding right away, or same day. We finally planned to you know, spend some time to watch TV together on Sunday. And after I have dinner with my best friend, and like I'm like, well, you know, my friends are finally gone, and you know, my evenings have been freed up, and I can finally, you know, actually spend time with you, and watch TV with you again, because we were doing that before OFFKAI, right? And he's like, yeah, sounds great. You know, I miss you. I want to watch our show. He says, I want to watch our show together. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he absolutely loves Hermes. I send him pictures of Hermes all the time, and he's like, oh my God, so cute. And he calls him our son. And I'm like, no, my son, not our son, not your son. You know, and it's just like, it's flirty and it's fun and we're having fun. But he never, so this entire week that, you know, Autumn has been with me, he has been falling asleep early because like he's in a later time zone, right? So it makes sense that he wouldn't be able to stay up as late, and like no fault of his own. Like I don't want people to fuck up their sleep schedule to hang out with me. But like the thing is, like, at least just tell me, you know, if you're gonna be sleeping. I don't want to like get to the evening time and be like, okay, it's finally time for me to call, and you're sleeping and you don't respond. Which sucks, right? What's been the timeline for this? Oh, we met like a month ago, but we talked like pretty much every day up until Sunday, this past Sunday. I feel like you're being super reasonable so far. Yeah, and so like, you know, it's just chatting, we're just having fun. And then like Sunday, he never messages me back. And since then, he has not logged on to his like separate persona account, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And he doesn't seem the type, again, from what I know of him, he does not seem to be the type to just like not inform me or say anything. And so I'm like, I don't know, like, if something has happened to him. I like, here's the thing, if he's ghosting me, I would actually prefer that, because like he's so sweet and he's so kind that like I would not want something bad to have happened to him to prevent him from messaging me, right? Like I'm probably a great example of anything can happen. What's your example? Legitimately, I would prefer if like he was ghosting me, right? But he doesn't seem to be the type to ghost, and so I'm just like, did something happen? Is he okay? You know, like I'm more worried that something is okay, and I'm just like, but like I don't want to cross any boundaries. Like that is, you'd like to know that he was ghosting you, but that's half of what ghosting is. No, like I don't, if he's ghosting me and he never responds, totally fine, right? But I think my mind is running in the other direction, where it's like he doesn't seem to be the type to ghost. He hasn't logged on to his account. I can see it's like gray, right? And usually like when he's logged on, it's on D&D at least. And so I'm just like, is he okay? Because he kind of has like a crazy ex-girlfriend from 4 years ago. She's kind of insane. He's told me about her. Invisible. Yeah, but like, I don't know. So, I don't know. So we've known each other for like a month, and that's that, you know? And I'm just like, would it be crazy of me to like reach out and be like, hey, like you don't seem like the type of guy to, you know, just stop contact all of a sudden, like not even say anything, even though we had plans? Because usually like the next day, if he doesn't hop on call when we say we would, he'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry I fell asleep. But like he didn't even do that, you know? And like I was just like, hey, like I hope everything's okay, like here's a picture of Hermes, like hope your day's getting better. Like no response. I don't think you're crazy. Anything can totally happen. I get that line of logic because I do the same things in terms of thinking about how things can be wild and stop people from talking. What if he got into an accident? Like, what if he's dead? Sorry, like not, like that's not what I want to happen. I wish he would just be ghosting me. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many possibilities. I just wish he would be ghosting me instead. So met someone from Australia in 2022, spent a month together at the beginning of 23, spoke for 10 more months, planned to visit them during a trip I planned to see friends there in 24, got ghosted as soon as I mentioned coming there. Oh, I see. But like we hadn't like, and here's the thing, like I accidentally doxed myself to him because I revealed like where I was living because I was messaging Yam back and forth about something, and I mentioned the city, but in my screenshot I shared like a screenshot because I was like, am I being crazy? Like I was kind of like, there was something that happened, like a little bit of a disagreement, a misunderstanding that I had. Me and Yam were fine, right? Like I apologized to her and she was like, it's fine, you know, tensions were high. But I had shared the screenshot and I accidentally did not realize, because I was like in a really like, I was really fired up that day and I didn't look at my screenshots carefully. So he knows like what city I live in, right? So then I was like, okay, it's fine. Like I know your name. Like I even know your phone number from the fucking Uber Eats order. Like it's fine. Like, you know my city, so what? And like, and then cause like, we've been talking, right? And he was like, oh, like he looked up some Airbnbs, I guess, in my area. And he's like, what if I stay here? And what if you come? And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. You know, like, again, being flirty, being fun. And that was all fine, right? Like all within something that I found acceptable. So, and none of us chickened out after that conversation, you know? So it was like, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. I got ghosted 10 years ago, and while I'm over it, it does make me wary. I also had another instance of spending over a year speaking to someone and got ghosted for no reason whatsoever, but after talking about meeting. That happened in April. Yeah, but like we weren't even talking about meeting for like, it literally was just like, hey, let's, you know, call later tonight after dinner. And he was like, oh, can we do even later because I'm going to be hanging out with my friends and we're going to be watching House of the Dragon or something, and then we're gonna be chatting after, so I'll be free after that. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then he never, you know, called me, and I pinged him and I was like, hey, you know, like, hope everything's okay. If you change your mind, like, that's cool too. And then the next day, no response. Not even like, hey, sorry, you know, like I couldn't make it, I fell asleep. Not even that. So I messaged him like later on in the day and I was like, I hope everything is okay. Like, hope you're doing okay. And if your day isn't good, here's a picture of Hermes. I hope it cheers you up. And that was yesterday. And I messaged him, right? And since Sunday, his little bubble has not turned on at all. Well, there was one moment. I'm such a psycho. There was one moment yesterday where it turned slightly red, but like, I don't know if he logged in or I don't know if like, I just don't know. I don't know. And then it popped off like back to gray real fast. So I was just like, okay, like, I don't know if I'm being ghosted. But he was really sweet. So I don't think that he'd be the type to ghost, but also I don't know this man. So maybe, you know, maybe men lie and say lots of things. I don't fucking know. I just feel like because it's an internet-focused relationship that people are just so able to cut ties with no explanation. Yeah, and I, you know, definitely feel that as well. Stupid men! Yeah, stupid men. I don't know. Like, maybe it is naive of me to believe what people tell me to my face, like, face value. I don't read into things. I'm not, like, a mind games kind of person. I'm honest. I tell you what I think. You know, and if I'm having fun, I will continue to talk to you. If I'm not having fun, I won't talk to you. Like, there's no games. I don't play mind games. And whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe, would it be crazy? Okay, because here's the thing. Listen, I have his phone number. Because he ordered me a coffee and his information, his name and his phone number were printed on the coffee order when he Uber Eats it to my hotel. Would it be crazy of me to just, no, Kiki, listen, would it be crazy of me to just be like, hey, sorry, maybe this is crossing a boundary, but like, I just hope you're ghosting me and that everything is actually fine on your end. Like, that's all that, like, what, like, I don't, you know what I mean. Men suck. I gave an old coworker my number because we were friendly and he wanted to keep in touch. Months later, asked me out without any lead up, says, sorry for reading things wrong, and never spoke to me ever since. That's sad. Listen, son, thank you for gifting a sub to Fresh Witch Gladiator and Eclipsed Moon. I hope both of them enjoy the ad-free viewing and the channel emotes courtesy of your very kind gift. It's a very interesting script idea. Hey, a-hole, you better be dying. No one ghosts royalty. No, listen, okay, it's totally fine if he ghosts me. Like, that would be the preferred outcome. Because he seems so sweet. But if he's just, you know, if he's not sweet and he's ghosting me, like, fine. You know, like, you do you, boo. Like, I would hate for someone I know to, like, actually be involved in, like, something crazy that would prevent them from logging in and communicating. Sun Cats, once again, thank you. The most recent one for me, they were completely kind, shared so many of the same interests as I did. Gaming, music, movies, everything. And then poof, I think sometimes people are just capable of completely astounding us when it comes to thinking people are kind and not just leading a fake life on the net. I had to earlier, now I can. These were women, by the way. Oh my gosh, Son, thank you for gifting Hiki a sub. Oh, look at my boy. Yes, Hermes, what do you want? Yes, thank you. Son, thank you for gifting Ronnie Crazy a sub. Oh my gosh, you are so kind. Thank you so much, Son. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Same, but might as well let people vent. Oh my god, Hype Train! Thank you so much for the Hype Train. I really appreciate you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Son. Son is a giver. Son truly is a giver. True, true, true. Feels like you've kind of done what you can in this situation. Yes, but I haven't texted. Do I text him? Do I go absolutely crazy psycho mode? Here's the thing. You guys know I like to live life with no regrets. Thank you, Show, for the gifted subs. Or not subs, gifted biddies. You guys know I like to live life with no regrets. And it's like, I feel like if I don't reach out via text and just be like, hey, sorry, this is totally crazy. Hold on. I have a whole message planned out. I was gonna have Hiki. I was gonna meet up with Hiki on Saturday because he's taking like a test and he's gonna be finished and we're gonna grab a drink, right? Because he's like local enough that I can drive over and we're gonna have a drink at a bar to celebrate finishing his test. But I have a whole ass message that I was gonna like get sanity checked, but you guys can sanity check me now. Wait, is he hot enough to pull this stunt? I don't know. I don't know if he's hot, Duo. I've never seen his face. He's seen me because I posted pictures, you know, for OFFKAI, and I sent him like fit checks and stuff. But I've never seen his face. All I know is he's 6'2", he works out, he has curly hair, brown eyes, and he's super sweet. Like very much like seems like a provider man, you know, from all the conversations that we've had. As a guy myself, I wouldn't say all of us suck, especially as someone who grew up in isolation. Over-sheltered and a lack of social experience. Having any friends online or IRL is a miracle for me. I mean, yes, when I say men suck, like, of course I don't mean most of you guys. Like, I mean my experience with men in general. Sorry, like, I just, you know, I want to clarify that every time. Sometimes I remember to, sometimes I don't. I apologize if I hurt your feelings when I say things like that. That's not the point, right? Badges? I don't need no stinking badges. Pat lurking, but I'd say no. As a dude, I'd absolutely reach out if I was interested. And what info you shared could all be lies too if you haven't seen him. Right? Like, okay, wait, Pat, do you mean like, yes, share, like reach out like via text because I have his phone number? Probably unfortunate looking. Maybe he's insecure. Bullet dodged, maybe. He acts like he's hot. I don't know. Could be providing for someone else, of course. I'm a guy. We kind of suck. I'm awesome though. I'm a guy. We kind of suck. I don't take it personally. Get gifted. You're good. Son, thank you for gifting a sub to Pat. Hello, Riska and Hermes. Yes, hello. Do not reach out. He's a liar. It is catfishing you is my bet. Oh, I see. That's super Delulu. He acts like he's hot. He can just clarify if he's that sweet, though. Kind of go with Ronnie's point. We've had our own problems with women being awful in exactly the same way. Like... Because, like, he hasn't... Because usually, if he logs in to Discord on his alternate account, he would message me, right? But he hasn't. And he hasn't come back online since Sunday. And I'm just like, you know, like, is something wrong? Also, if he really is in a situation so tough and can't talk about it, would texting help anyway? I guess you're right. Son, thank you for gifting us up to Enva. Thank you. John, thank you for gifting a sub to Jimmy Doves. Thank you guys are so sweet. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Sunday isn't long enough to text yet, I'd say. Okay, but like how long do I wait? Do I wait like a week? Do I wait like a month? You know, like if it's a week or two, I'd say you're a bit more justified. Okay, so maybe I wait until like next week, and then instead of Discord messaging him, I text him, right? Like, I'm crazy. I just need more time. You wait never. Fuck this guy in the bad way, not the good way. Thanks, Pat, for clarifying. Objectively speaking, it doesn't make sense. From everyday messaging to nothing, that's weird. Right? That's what I mean, Duo, right? Like every day to like literally like cut contact, nothing. And I'm like, that's strange. Isn't that strange? I feel like it probably is what it looks like. I do agree with Pat. Consider this as a tip for the cute Lucky Charm for my shock mouth. I don't know. I mean, realistically, I think you guys are right. But like, I think it would be my one big regret if I didn't reach out. I want to live life with no regrets, even if it makes me seem slightly crazy. After spending almost 3 years on 2 different people giving my all to it, it's hard to see if anyone's way when they stop communicating. Princess Posca! Oh my gosh, thanks for gifting a sub to Princess Posca. So many gifted subs, thank you. This was after me telling Autumn, by the way, like, stay single. It's so great. Being single is great. You can flirt with anyone you want, which, like, I am doing, right? But, like, then it's like, okay, but there's only so many people that I can flirt with in a day. And then I actually have a life that I need to get back to. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Too bad Rincess never posts while you're here. She's busy, maybe. I don't know. She's got things to do. Thank you for the head pat. Single is great. Relationships are great with the right person. Pros and cons. Autumn was being so sarcastically salty at OFFKAI. It was very funny. Why are you dropping a pie on me, Hiki? Bye, Felicia. Next, you got good enough knees to attract someone better. It's true. And, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I would like to think that the people that I interact with are genuine and that they aren't lying to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too, like, soft-hearted lover girl for all of this stuff. As much as I like to be like, yeah, being single is great. I love it. I get to flirt with all the men. I'm like, maybe deep down I am still just like a tender-hearted lover girl. Thank you for the follow. Stay innocent, princess. I could never live up to this standard. You're what my parents hoped I would be at piano. Princess is busy crashing out in 14 PvP. Crashing out? I found their picture. What is this picture? What is this? Let's look. Pat, that's kind of scary. Fuck happy couples, says Hiki. I think there's a perfect relationship waiting for me as well. Like, as much as I'm like, yeah, I love being single. I love the freedom that it affords me. And I love not needing to, like, compromise about what I want to spend my time on. It's like, I was messaging this person for, like, a whole, you know, like, month. And, like, for several weeks, you know, he was like super sweet and all this stuff, and I'm just like, I want to believe that people don't lie on the internet, and I want to believe that, you know, I don't know, that sounds so naive, I guess. Rizka wants to share a water bottle like I did with Mr. Tilia, I mean. I don't think you would have asked us if you didn't feel in your gut that you were being ghosted. I really don't think that I'm being ghosted. Truly, I think something happened that is, like, preventing him from logging into his, like, Discord account, and I just feel so badly about it. And I'm like, like, he does not seem the type to ghost. I'm gonna be so real. I don't think he's ghosting me. Really, truly, you guys. Am I psycho? I must be psycho. I must be psycho. Okay, maybe I don't talk about it. Girl, stop. Me and other lies I tell myself. Stop. I lived on your behalf, genuine. No, you guys don't understand. I think he's the sweetest. Like, no. I put money on the fact he sent 10 drinks to people. You guys are being so mean. I truly think that this man, because you haven't, like, you are not privy to our conversations, right? And like, we talk and we chat and we voice message, and you did ask for our opinions. Maybe he's married and your fling out found out the Uber Eats was a scarlet letter. From experience, that's likely not the case. If he breaks your heart, let me know who to shiv. Okay, we're not shivving anybody. If he breaks my heart, I'll cry for a little bit. And like, we've just been talking, right? Joking aside, it's very romantic, but facts are facts. Spoiler alert for the later conversation where I talk about the women who have ghosted me. She knew that I was absolutely terrified of being ghosted. I think, like, what is your verdict, Mr. Hermes? Yes, please tell the class. What do you think? He's just like, treat, please. Mother, may I have a treat? You know, I would never have the courage to text back, I think. If you were to do it, Princess, I'd be somewhat proud of you. Well, okay, here's the thing. Like, I'm not scared to, like, take it. I'm not scared to, like, make a fool of myself. Like, here's the thing. If I never talk to him again, you guys, like, what's the harm in texting him? And what's the harm in texting him and making myself seem a little bit crazy? Right? Like, there's no harm. Because he was never gonna text me again anyways. So, you know, it's like, at least I put it out there that I'm like, hey, like, I enjoyed the time that we spent together. You were fun conversationalists. Maybe I kind of liked you a little bit. I don't know. Like, we've been texting back and forth for a month. You know, like, I think there was something there, but it's still too early. And I don't know. I failed to mention that as well. I told the second relationship about the absolute ghost from the first, and they said something like, they're a shit human. How could anybody do that? Then same scenes happened. Okay, tell me this. Does Hannah Montana have a community that can communicate amongst themselves? No. Hannah Montana does not have a Hannah Montana's community is very disparate, and actually they are not united at all. You're super nice. Here's the thing, right? Like, I want to believe that is this crazy? Like, even if I'm being lied to, I still want to believe the best in people. And I want to believe in the version of that person that they're showing me. I've known too many people who've been strung along by catfishers, but if I may be upfront, you've obviously made up your mind and you're going to text us. So I ask. Pat is like, girl, you're crazy. I just want to know how crazy I am. I'm personally too jaded. What you see is what you get. I think I just want to know how crazy I would be if I texted this man. Because you're right. I have decided I do want to just text him and just be like, hey, you know, like, sorry if I'm crossing a boundary, but, you know, you don't seem like the kind of guy who just cut shit or get off the pot, girl. Pat, I love you. I love you very much. You are crazy, but Delulu is the Salulu, I guess. Listen, Delulu is the Salulu because I kept my clothes from 10 years ago when I was the size that I wanted to be the entire time I was in a really terrible relationship. And now I'm just getting back to the weight where I can fit these clothes again. So maybe Delulu is the Salulu. The conversation must have been that good since you don't know what he looks like. I mean, he made me feel good about myself. And, like, I think coming off of my relationship from my ex who, like, never made me feel that way about myself and never supported me in the way that I felt I wanted to be supported, like, that just feels nice, you know? I don't know. Maybe I am crazy. But I don't know. I just wanted to say maybe I'm kind of like much more of a lover girl than I thought. Maybe I should stop telling myself that I'm totally okay You know, if you were my daughter, I would send you on an all expenses paid vision quest. Get your head right. Did he know about your past relationship, or was the nice things unprompted? He did know about my past relationship, but like the nice things were unprompted before he even knew about my past relationship, right? It wasn't that he knew and then started saying these things to me. He messaged me these things before I even explained what like my trauma was around my relationship. Maybe it's because I'm divorced and in my late 30s at this point, but I'm just a seasoned veteran to disappointment. For real though. Sounds kind of like you want to date someone. Yeah, see, but then I think about it and I'm like, do I really? Like I just want someone who thinks I'm pretty. And I want to message someone and, you know, make them feel nice as well about themselves. I don't know. I think you were thinking downstairs again. Maybe. Yeah. So, why is this so difficult? Why is this so hard? I'm married, and you know how much I love love. Know your worth. I mean, give Hermes a treat. Okay, Hermes, a treat from Uncle Eclipse. Yes, would you like a treat? Would you like a treat? Take it. Good boy, Hermes. You know who will never disappoint me? My dog, Nebula, which is my perfect segue into not disappointing her and letting her out to potty. I'll be back. Well, have a good potty with your dog. What was the dairy for liking being treated like a royalty? Hime dairy, maybe? I mean, that's fine too, but imagine if the situation were reversed. You would have sent a carrier pigeon to this man. Wait, what do you mean if the situation were reversed? Humanity sucks and it's getting worse. As you can tell him, I'm an eternal pessimist. I don't know. I just think that life is too short to act sane. Life is too short to act sane and to act nonchalant. Maybe if more people were chalant in this world and were more honest with their feelings, the world would be a better place. Like if something was keeping you away from Discord or whatever. Oh, I see. If you were the person that sent the drink, you would have stayed in touch by any means. I mean, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'm acting crazy. I am being a little bit crazy. Like, just, I'll wait until the end of the week and then we'll see. Because it is weird to go from like messaging every day to then all of a sudden being like no contact. Have a good potty with your dog reminds me of my mother saying, come on, let's go pee. And despite her wording, she never joined in. I'll tell you this much. If the conversation was as intense as it was, he hasn't forgotten you. I don't, like... See, I flip-flop a lot, right? I'm like, do I care that he, like, remembers me? Or, like, if he felt, like, similarly? I guess I care a little bit. But I think, like... I don't know how to word it. I don't know that I have the words mature enough to word what I'm trying to like get across. I think that despite all of this, we've talked for a month and I like him, and I don't know if I like him, but I like him enough to give him the benefit of the doubt of like whatever is going on in his life. And if he wants to keep it, you know, fun and casual, that's cool. That's okay. If he's ghosting me and that's why he hasn't been able to respond, I hope that's the case. And I hope it's not like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like, I want to be able to interact with people genuinely. And so for me, it's like, I don't want to think the worst of people. this is like truly like bleeding heart, like heart honestly, heart wearing my heart on my sleeve, kind of like bleeding heart. What am I trying to say? Like appeal. But I think the only way to connect with people who are genuine is to be genuine yourself and to not think the worst of people. And he has never given me any reason to doubt that, you know, like, assuming he's not incapacitated, he knows that you're thinking about him. Does he though? Does he know? Because I haven't said anything. The only thing I said was like, hey, hope you're doing okay. You know, like, that's about it. I just say go for it. At best, you not only find out, but you both realize that you both should really go for it. At worst, you basically shot yourself in the foot. But see, I don't know that I want both of us to go for it, right? Like, we've just been talking for a month, and it's supposed to be like, whatever, it's casual. Plot twist, this man is an AI from the movie Her. Ooh. What's the movie Her? Tell me more before I make my decision. I don't know. I feel like thinking about this has made my tummy hurt. I wish you the best possible outcome. Guys, thanks. Man falls in love with Siri, essentially. Well, I hope he's not AI. I saw an IRL half foot. Yes! Look, it's my foot. Footsies. May the gacha be in your favor. What gacha? And like, I don't know, like, if he messages me back, do I even want an explanation? Like, I don't think that, like, that's necessary. Like, we don't owe that to each other, you know? Like, we're literally just two people getting to know each other, and like, an explanation would be like way too serious, you know? Like, I just want to talk to him. Posca would have shown us sockless foot. Sockless foot, now that's asking for too much, seriously, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you for all the gift subs today, son. I'm sure I will let you guys know if there are any changes, but I don't think that there will be. I will message him maybe on Saturday or Sunday. Our son acting like he has something more than casual in mind. But like, people can say that because it's like, it's flirty, you know? It's fun. We've been flirting at each other, but like, it's not serious. Because that said, it's all super easy to say advice opinions when not in it. Serotonin, dopamine, love chemicals are a hell of a drug. It's true. It's that fucking dopamine hit. Fucking addicted. I just want to know if he's hot or not, because how dare he? I like to imagine that he's hot. You know what I mean? Like... for other reasons as well. Now I'm not thinking with my brain. I like to imagine that he's hot. Why'd you do something to me? No! I think he's actually really hot. Hey yo! Yeah, for other reasons. Yeah. So, I hope I'm not... Man. I think he's actually really hot. Looks like this Discord. Okay, guys, I have to tell you guys. So I showed Hiki and Autumn, my ex-boyfriend, who, as you guys know, I had to split time with Hermes. And Hiki and Autumn like see the picture and they go, princess. they go, princess him? And it's like, yeah, I actually think he's so attractive. And Hiki goes, he looks like a fucking Discord moderator that like, you know, lost 40 pounds. Like that's what your ex-boyfriend looks like. Like he and then Hiki said like the sweetest thing. Hiki said like, he is, you are way out of his league is what Hiki said, I think. And I was like, oh, I guess, thanks. And it was just like, oh, I never thought of it that way, but I guess like the more that I thought about it, the more I was like, oh, he never treated me right. He never held my hand. He never told me that he loved me as often as I wanted him to. Imagine Asmongold, but like barely better. Oh my god. Is this the guy that yes, it's the guy that never let me win at Magic the fucking Gathering. So he doesn't speak for us. But yeah, so there was that. Oh my gosh. And I can't tell you guys like who said this, but actually over the weekend, I had a friend that I've been talking to for a really long time. I guess like for me it's a really good friend, right? And like maybe I flirt too much. Am I the problem? Maybe I just like flirt too much or I'm too generous with my words. But like last week, one of my friends who I've been talking to a really long time, like super like close friend, we know each other's phone numbers because we had to like text for a bit. And you know, sometimes he has like really bad like times that he's going through, so you know, I'll just chat to him about that. But he was like, he messaged me, he texted me and he was like, can I call you? And I thought he was like kind of in some sort of like trouble, and I was like, oh yeah, like what's going on? Like are you okay? Is everything fine? Like, and I'm like, as soon as he said, can I call you? I was immediately like, phone open, call, right? And I was like, hey, is everything okay? Do you need me to like set aside time? And he just like on the other line just like breathes this really heavy sigh and he goes, I like you. And I was like, oh, yeah, so I don't see you that way. You know, you're a really good friend to me. And he was just like, no, totally cool. I understand. I just wanted to let you know. And I was like, okay, cool. Like that's fine, you know? But yeah, so that happened. And then I was like, I hope this doesn't change our relationship because I actually really love talking to you as a friend and you're super chill. And he says like, yeah, nothing's gonna change. And I was like, okay. Generational fumble. Asmongold has a hot girlfriend now. Maybe they have pheromones or something. It changed. I don't know. I, you know, I'm not the best at like relationships with men. And if you're my friend, like, here's the thing too. I guess like also I tell people I love them like way too easily maybe. But it's just because like, you never know when the last time you're gonna talk to someone is or see someone. Like, why stop at telling, I don't know, like, life is too short. Life is too short for us to not say how we're feeling. Life is too short to pretend that we're a lot more aloof than we are. I think that if you like someone, if you enjoy someone's company, if you enjoy someone's time, if you love someone, and they mean a lot to you, you should let them know. Again, must be this whole like, yes, you know, wearing my heart on my sleeve, but I do think that like sometimes life doesn't give you like a second chance to tell someone how you feel about them. And what if they never get to know? That would be, you know, atrocious. That would be so sad. So whenever I can, you know, I'm very like, I think I'm very generous with my words, and I'm very generous with my time and my love. I don't know. Maybe that surprises people, and maybe it makes people see me differently because, you know, I don't know. Cause like, here's the thing, like when I hug people, I try to make my hug very much like, hey, I am in the moment present with you right now. Because I don't know where I read it, but it was like when you hug someone, you should hug them 3 times in your mind, right? The first time that you hug, like the first time in your mind is recognizing the amount of time that has passed since the last time you saw this person, and basically holding them and giving them space in that moment. The second time in your mind is to like see them as they are in the present, and like committing to like, what am I trying to say? Committing to spending valuable time with them, because this moment is something that can't be repeated, right? And then the third time in your mind is hugging them one last time, giving them an extra squeeze, because this might be the last time that you hug them. You don't know, right? Like, once you part, you're sending them off into the world, and you don't know when the next time you're going to hug them is. So in your mind, you hug someone 3 times. And I think that makes you like very present and really taking the time to slow down and enjoy that person as they are. And basically telling yourself like, and telling them, conveying to them how much you love them. And I think that when I hug people, especially when I see my VTuber friends, that's what I'm thinking when I'm hugging them is, you know, hey, it's been a really long time. Hey, I'm really happy that we're here together today, tonight. And hey, I don't know the next time that I will see you, but I love you and I will always be here for you. Is what I try to do when I hug my friends. Like as corny and as cheesy as that sounds. But yeah, I don't know. I just really think that even if I get hurt, even if acting in this way makes me more vulnerable to people who may take advantage, I think living this way is a lot more authentic to who I want to be and how I want to move in the world. I have a similar recent story. So I don't wear my wedding ring for reasons. I've been working with this other physician from Australia. She's been sharing quite a bit with me during this time. She knows I have kids. She made a move on me last week and I put a stop to it. She got wind that I'm in a special relationship and she thought that because of that, I was fair game. You gotta tell people to fuck off 3 times in your mind. The first time is tell them not to waste your time. Second time is to acknowledge how much they wasted your time. Third is make sure they know to fuck off in case you don't get to tell them that later because they come. I love you, Pat. You're very sweet. But yeah, see, like, I tell my friends that I love them all the time. So you might not be flirting, just being nice. I think I'm flirting. I don't know. I don't, like, maybe I'm not. I'm 80 years old. Maybe I'm not as good as a flirt as I think. But yeah, I just, you know, no, I'm definitely flirting. Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing good. Hi, Prof. Welcome in. How are you? We are talking about love and relationships, and I I don't know. Is that naive of me to like think that I can live this way for the rest of my life? Because I feel like, and here's the thing, is like I feel like the capacity that, what am I trying to say? The reason why you feel so much hurt is because you put out that much love into the world, right? Like, you know that there's love in the world. You know that there is this like deep well of like emotions that you can like tap into. And the reason why it hurts is because you did like put yourself into that, you know, whatever. Can someone catch me up to speed? Oh my god, there was so much shit we talked about, Prof. I don't know. Princess 80, you got some real moxie. I like the cut of your jib. What's your go-to line? Hey there, Sunny Boy. Same, don't need to think about the rest of your life. You're a young 80. She's been ghosted and she's in denial. Can't know love without knowing loss. Yeah! Can't know love without knowing loss. Like, the reason why you feel the loss so acutely is that you know, loved openly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna like fold my hands and I'm gonna try not to act like a psycho person because there's no reason to be psycho. We've talked to each other for a month. Roski, can I make you a tiara? I don't know how I would put it on, but yes, you can make me a tiara. I would not be opposed to a tiara. Let Jesus take the wheel. I will let Jesus take the wheel. What happens? Happens. I will throw away this minuet badge, pin badge that I kept for him. Because I've been talking to him, and when I made this badge, I was like, oh, this one has a Hermes here. And he wanted to support Minuet, and I was like, he was like, oh, can I have a badge? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'll keep it for when I either see you or, you know, like, if I get a chance to mail something to you. It has like a Hermes hair underneath the plastic. He wanted one specifically with a Hermes hair because he loves Hermes. And it's just been sitting on my desk. So I guess I will just leave that there. I don't know. Maybe I should put it away. I might cry. You put feelings in that badge. I mean, who doesn't love Hermes? Literally everybody loves Hermes. He's like the sweetest boy. Oh my god, Autumn. I don't know if you're still here. Hermes barked yesterday when I was taking a nap and then some like crazy small dogs were yapping away. Like, Hermes barked. Because I think like the dogs were so loud and they were like, maybe it was like distressed dog noises, but yeah, there was like some barking. But yeah, I don't know. I like don't think that I'm in a place to be in a healthy relationship. As much as I'm like, I'm a lover girl. And I just want to find someone who loves me exactly for who I am. But, you know, it's fine. Like, part-time lover girl. I am, oh wait, that makes you sound like a lady of the night. Sorry. No, it's fine. I am, you know, totally... definitely a part-time. I mean, I want to be a full-time lover girl, you know? I mean, same. I shouldn't be looking for a relationship because of my long-term goals, but we all want to be there in some capacity. We all want to... Yeah, I don't know, like, listen. I'm so honest. I do... Am I that bad at reading people? Sorry, we're going back to this. Am I that bad at reading people? I feel like... I honestly feel like if it weren't for something big, like, he would be messaging me. Like, that's how, like, convinced I am that something bad happened to him. And I'm worried. And I, like, just feel like... Okay. Delulu I need to put my Delulu thoughts back into my head. Okay, princess, you barely know this man. It's been a month. You think that you know him because he's very sweet and you want to believe the best in people. We're just going to let it breathe. If something bad has happened to him, I'm sure as soon as he's able to, he will get back to me, right? That's fine. I just have to stop thinking about it. I will put a stop on the meet cute energies I've been sending out to the universe, waiting for the day my meet cute arrives. I was so worried about her. Something very serious must have happened. She wouldn't have ghosted me. She knew how much that would cost me to have a mental breakdown. I mean, I'm not gonna say, like, I have a mental breakdown, but, it is pretty... Oh, hold on. 1 second. One second. Uno mas. Okay, guys, hello. Sorry, I'm back. um, doesn't I'm losing her chat. Time to send another Uber Eats. No. He tuned into stream and was like, I gotta do some damage control. He better not be in this community. Hope she's not crying. Hermes, give her hugs. I'm fine. Oh my god, he's messaging. Shut the fuck up, you guys. Were you crying, girl? I was not crying. I accidentally yawned in some ranch dust from these wheat thins. Sorry. It's fine. If I can update you guys, I will update you guys. But yeah, so I will yap about it as much as I can. But for now, so that was OFFKAI, and that was the man that Mr. Zach that I've been messaging. Yeah. Crazy. Fan fiction didn't come true. I thought of something horrible. It would be so funny if you pour your heart out to him, then he responds with a duck pic. A duck pic? Like, do you mean a eye pic? Of course, I hope that doesn't happen. What if I want the duck pic? I'm just kidding. I don't want a duck pic. You know what I want? I want a hand pic from him. I want a hand pic. He refuses to send me a hand pic, by the way. Like, he promised me he would send a hand pic as like a reward for getting through rehearsals, because I was like, my stomach was hurting so bad. And then I was like, you know, we were teasing back and forth, and I was like, hand pic. I'll go hands confirmed. And he has not sent me a hand pic. And then I was just like, you know, if it bothers you that I'm asking for it so much, like I'll stop asking, you know, like just let me know. Like that's fine. And he calls me baby girl, right? And pretty girl, and whatever else. And he goes, baby girl, it does not like bother me, I promise. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll keep asking then. But I have no idea what his hands look like. That wasn't convincing enough. League of Legends. He also plays League of Legends. He doesn't have hands. He's a catfish. I don't send hand pics. I've been biting my nails since the beginning of time. He has not sent me a hand pic, even though he promised he would send me a hand pic. I told him I used to play Morgana and Teemo, and then he was like, you're a fucking troll. And I was like, yeah, I used to be. It doesn't bother you? Where's the pic then? Yeah, where's the pic? He keeps like teasing me about sending a pic, and then he never sends a pic. He's played LOL, minus 8 points. League, ooh, I don't know about him. Sparkfist, hello, welcome in. Are you saying he's a sentient catfish? I mean, I would like to believe that something is terribly wrong. Otherwise, who goes from messaging daily to not at all? Could be Faker in disguise. Namazu are super cute. I feel like a slut for sending Princess a wrist pic a long time ago. I should delete them. I only, you know, I only like some hand pics and wrist pics. Sorry. League, huh? Sounds like another Discord mod for Princess. No, not another Discord mod. Stop it, you guys. Stop. Not helping. You want him to be hot, but at least you have your imagination. And like that's also like I understand that I am doing something where I'm like projecting like well, I was talking to a friend. I'm like, I feel like I'm projecting my image of what I want him to be, but I don't actually know, right? The only thing that I do know is like all our past interactions. That's the only thing I'm basing this off of. How many servers do you mod? That's so hot. That 3.5 follower streamer must be using Princess for her fave. You want him to be hot, but at least you're happy. He's hot because I like his flirting. He's hot because I like his flirting. I do. I think he's called me like a whole bunch of pet names, but like not seriously, you know? It's always been like love and baby girl and pretty girl, and I'm like, I love all of these things. Call princess baby girl equal hot. We're learning! We're learning what it makes to get princess to tick. But yeah, I will be maybe heading to Midnight Beach tonight. I don't know. Hey Hiki, do you wanna convene at Midnight Beach? Wait, but you have to study for your test. Never mind. I'm a bad influence. Maybe I should not be asking you for Midnight Beach on the week before you have a big important test. What time is it there? Like almost 9. You Utes? Listen, oh my god, wait, I have to tell you guys. So Hiki introduced me to this new Midnight Beach that I've been going to, right? And I felt so bad. So I went and it was like literally empty. And this was on Saturday night when I dropped Autumn off, right? So I had Midnight Beach. I dropped Autumn off. And I went from LAX directly to Midnight Beach. And I was so upset because this entire week, like, everyone's been kind of sad because OFFKAI, you know, we've left our friends. But I had Autumn to kind of stave off the loneliness. And to be fair, like, in my area, I have Yam and I also have Hiki. So it's not like I'm all by myself. Most of the people who I hung out with at OFFKAI went back home by themselves. They have nobody close to them, right? But I am blessed because I have 2 people close to me. So after I dropped Autumn off, I went to Midnight Beach and I had a good cry because I was like, all my friends are gone. And I had such a fun weekend. Like, I can't believe, you know, like, whatever this is now finally done for me as well. So, I cried so loud and so hard that, like, some kids, like college students maybe, had come around and they were, like, hanging out, shooting the shit, I think, like, in a different area of the Midnight Beach. And then 2 of them came up to me. I think one of them was really concerned. He was a guy. But I think they realized, hey, a man approaching me when it's dark, like, maybe not the best call. So there was another girl with him. Both of them came up. And the guy was like, hey, dude, are you, like, okay? Like, you know, like, you sound like you're going through it. And I was like, yeah, you know, just hung out with my friends for the past 2 weeks and I had to drop them off at the airport literally like an hour ago. I'm not feeling great. And the guy was like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Like, we're also going through, like, I'm going through it. And then the girl, like, who was with him, he points to her and he goes, she's going through it. And, like, our friends over there are also we're just all going through it, man. Like, we get it. And I think, honestly, they were scared that I might be, like, that I might have jumped off the cliff. I don't know how to describe this Midnight Beach, but basically, like, there are parts of it that overlook a cliff down into the water. And I think they were scared to, like, find out that maybe I wasn't there and, like, that I had jumped off the cliff. I also think, because I was messaging Minuet friends, and everyone was like, oh my god, like, even so I met Saber over OFFKAI weekend and even Saber reached out to me and he was like, princess, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? And then Hiki was like, oh, because I asked Hiki if he wanted to go to Midnight Beach with me on Saturday after I dropped Autumn off, and Hiki was like, no, like, I'm fine. And so Hiki was even like, I should have gone to Midnight Beach with you. And I was like, absolutely not. You would have listened to me crying all night. To which just stuttered, made me hear through it, interspersed with other speech fragments. I see. Yeah, but, like, everyone was going through it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Pretty great. So, I had a nice Midnight Beach and, cried a lot. Then had a good sleep. And now everything is back to normal, back to my regular office job, back to my regular life. Now have more time to pine over boys that don't message me back. But, you know, life goes on. We find ways to cope, you know? So that's been my life for the past, like, week slash 2 weeks slash month, actually. I had more stuff for Hannah Montana that I need to... Oh my gosh, and then Hiki came over on Sunday, the day after Midnight Beach, and he helped me with my, like, audio, like, my voice editing, because I don't know how to do any of that, and I can tell you guys, my ASMRs are about to sound so much more like me. Just an FYI for those of you who listen to my ASMRs. It's gonna sound so much better. I don't know why, but I had the mental image of Princess using her VTuber on Bumble. Is that what the kids are using nowadays? Bumble? ASMR level up? It's gonna be great. I'm gonna sound so much more... I don't know, like, how to describe it. Because, like, the best way that I could describe it when I was listening to my voice was transparent. Like, Hiki did some voice editing where I think made it sound a lot less, like, boomy, and I sound so much more clear. Life goes on, but not for the guy who ghosted me. He needs to message me back. I need my meet cute, or at least a sign he's alive. Princess probably. Yeah. I don't think he ghosted me at all. I'm gonna be so justified later. I just know it. But, I literally cannot get past this area. I'm so upset with myself right now. But yeah, we are probably going back to regular stream schedules. I'm not 100% sure about this week. I think on Sunday, Shino reached out for a Shadowfang collab, so we might be finishing RV there yet on Sunday, or we might do Crime Simulator. I don't know what the plan is yet. But Sunday might be Shadowfang. Paper Mario might be interspersed throughout the week. Saturday night. I usually don't stream Saturday nights, but I think I'm gonna be celebrating Hiki's final test that he's taking, so I will not be available Saturday night, but I might stream Saturday morning. I hope he has a good reason for the ghost, like a grand gesture of love. I think, like, buying you a fancy violin? No. What? Oh my god. Okay. I have been having violin problems, you guys. I think on my A string, there's, like, this really ugly wolf tone. And it only happens sometimes, and it's so annoying. But I'm like, the violin that I have was $2,000. And I feel like a good instrument starts at the, like, 10 grand price point, and I'm not willing to spend that much on an instrument. That's, like, way too much for me. So, we're just... I have to... Like, the luthier never emailed me back about a scheduled, like, date for seeing the violin. So I'm kind of sad. Like, do I have to find another luthier? Like, a different luthier who will take a look at my violin and... you know, show me what the problem is, or so that I can show them what the problem is. I don't know. But yeah, a violin costs way more than a PC, you know? Who would have thunk? I don't know. I think I'm so easy. Like, get me anything pink or yellow. Get me flowers. Get me something like you saw in a little, like, kitschy shop that you were like, oh, I saw this and thought of you. And, like, fucking sold, you know? Like, 100%. Love that shit. Get her Pello Flowers. That has a dog sticker. What's Pello Flowers? Oh, pink yellow? Yeah. Pink yellow flowers. And a dog sticker. That would be... Or a card with a dog on it. That would be ideal. I would love that, honestly. All right. I'm gonna try to get back to at least the top of the next area. But then I need to do some stuff for Hannah Montana. And also for my regular ASMR channel, to be honest. I haven't uploaded anything. I haven't set up any like scheduled uploads for the past like 3 weeks. And I should, because I'm back from OFFKAI and I have stuff edited. I just haven't like taken the time to schedule the posts, which I should do because... But here's the thing. I get kind of like... This is like such a good like non-problem, but I record Patreon shoutouts, right, for people who pay for a certain like tier of access. And every time I record my Patreon shoutouts early, there just so happens to be a new patron who subscribes at the tier that they get the shout out. And I'm like, now I have to redo all the videos. I have to do a new shout out. I have to do a new video. I have to upload that instead. And I'm like, might as well just wait until the day before I upload, you know, so that I can catch any new patrons that sign up. But then I go like months in between my Patreon uploads where like nobody new subscribes and it's just the same old list. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, like just when it starts to get comfortable and I'm like, nobody's gonna subscribe, and then I do the thing and then a new person subscribes and I'm like, fuck me, dude. I'm sorry. No, not you. There was someone new who subscribed after you when I was prepping audios, and I was like, I hate this. I hate what I'm doing. Like, I don't really hate it. I do appreciate and love all the support. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, honestly, truly, it is like a stupid first world problem to have, you know? Like, complaining about having to redo a video because someone decided to pay me money to get shouted out in a video, you know? Like, that's fine. 2, 1, 2. You're all good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Full jump here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. A reward that you elected to do. It's true. I elected for this. 1, 2, 3. That people could like specifically pay me money, you know, to reap the rewards of that benefit. And like, it doesn't take me that much time to do. It is just, it does take me time. Especially after I've prepared like 4 videos in a row and then I have to like redo 4 videos, you know, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Please! Nice. No! No, I made a mistake! Okay, Princess Council. I gotta head to work. Hopefully Mystery Dude steps on a Lego and remembers he's madly in love with Princess. Madly in love is like maybe a little bit too much. Again, a reminder, we've been talking for 1 month. I know nothing about this man. This man knows much more about me because I'm a fucking open book when I talk to people. But, you know, it's fine. 1, 2. Have you seen Obsession, Princess? I don't watch scary movies. 1, 2. Remember, no scary movies here. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's not scary. I'm pretty sure it's classified as a horror movie. I would die. Like, I would cry. Honestly. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here. I cannot focus anymore on this, and I have to actually get on with my evening and do some more stuff. So this is where we're gonna call it. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna stop the vertical streams on TikTok and YouTube real fast. So goodbye TikTok, goodbye the YouTubes. Cool. Okay. And And we are going to raid out. Do not heed the devil's lies. Okay, have a good productive day, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate you guys. Let's just have some Oh. Is that too loud? Perhaps. Some Love and Deep Space background music while we raid out. Okay. Don't be like me. I just play Holodori all day. That's okay. We love that for you, Duo. Who is live who we can raid into? We got Kohai, we've got Atra. Oh, Avalon's live. Sharvana playing some Silent Hill F. That sounds scary. No, thank you. Gumi is live playing some Nine Souls. Ooh, someone that I don't like who's still on my follow list is live. I should unfollow them actually. But let's raid into Do you guys want scary or do you guys want chill? Are we looking for like scary games tonight or do we want something chill? I'll let you guys decide and then that will be who we send you guys off to. I'll give you like 5 seconds. More like 30 seconds. If I don't see anything, I guess. I'm indifferent tonight, I'm afraid. Alright, if you're indifferent, I would like to lurk in the stream. So we're gonna go to Gumi, who's playing Nine Souls. I don't know if this is scary or not. But this is Gumi's link. We're gonna raid Gumi. Here are the messages. Alright, you guys, if you are a subscriber, go ahead and copy either raid message. Both will work. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and copy that second raid message with the dog heads. We're going to go over to Gumi's stream. He is someone I met through Jump King, has a 3D model just like me. He's much cuter than I am though. Thanks to Sungats, I can do the sub raid. Yeah, check if you have a subscription because so many people tonight were gifted subs. Biscuit, how are you? Welcome in. We're actually ending. Yes, I'm so sorry, but I will catch you later. But yes, we're gonna go raid Gumi. As always, you guys, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others, because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And be kind to yourselves. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Get up and stretch your legs every once in a while, because if you don't, you might get an embolism, and then you might die. And we would all be very sad. Don't die. Always believe the best in people, and keep your heart open. And if you're hurt, that is the price of loving freely, openly, and keeping yourself vulnerable. Love you all. I will see you all later. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I will see how tired I am because I'm honestly still recovering. Okay, love you all. Bye.